I talk about formatting for the Macintosh. As you can see here, I have some folders on my desktop. Those are folders that I have copied over from this hard drive that I'm going to format. I'm plugging in my hard drive right now, and that should be popping up momentarily. There it is. If I open that up, you can see that these folders are those folders. I backed them up there on my desktop. If you're doing this at school, backing things up onto the desktop at school, be sure you have something to take home with you, and also make sure that you're backing up a very small amount, because if that copying, if it takes a long time during class, would be very annoying. So the best thing to do is to make sure you have a drive that you're willing to actually wipe off clean, or it's a new hard drive. If you get a new hard drive, some new hard drives come with extra images. And what I mean by an image is almost like it's an extra, what they call a DMG image. And when you open it up, there will be this icon, and then there will be another icon right below it or right above it. The idea is that the one that's the hard drive you want to leave there, but the one that's not an icon, you would want to drag that down into your trash, which will turn into, like you see here, like an ejection thing, and we'll eject that part of it. Those kinds of extra annoying things that the manufacturers make for hard drives have to be dismounted before you actually do the formatting, only because it just makes it'll go a lot smoother. You won't be able to complete your formatting until one of the other images is actually pulled off. If you have any questions about it, ask your instructor. They'll help you out. Anyways, so here we go. What we need to do is we need to find the disk utilities. To do that, you go down here to the Finder, open up a window, go to Applications. From Applications, scroll all the way down till you see Utilities. And then in Utilities, you'll see Disk Utilities. And that's it right there. Let me give you another way to get into it, maybe a little shorter way, but just to get you used to the Go button or Go pull-down menu. You go to the Go pull-down menu. You can go down here to all the way down, and you'll see that Utilities actually is at the bottom. You can click on that, and that will give you the Utilities folder directly, and you can open up Disk Utilities that way. All right. So either way, that's another way of actually doing it. So let's go back and do it exactly the way it is indicated on the PDF. So open up that, go to Applications, go to Utilities, and then there's the Disk Utilities, and double click on that. When you double click on it, you'll notice that there's two hard drives on here. This is one hard drive here, and this is another hard drive right here. This hard drive is the original hard drive of the computer. You don't want to touch that. You don't want to deal with that at all. This is has the same name as what we have here on the desktop. So this is the external hard drive. Now, when you format, format's another word for erase. So we're going to erase it. Currently, this is in an exFAT format. For the Macintosh, this is actually the format you would use if you were using a PC, or if you were using a flash drive. It works very fine with exFAT. If you have a Macintosh at home and you have a Macintosh at school, and you're not working on any PCs, then this is the format you would want to use for that. You go for the Macintosh people, you go up here to Mac OS Extended Journal, and then you give this a new name, because now you can actually use give it a new name actually from where it was before. So JH, capital J, capital H, an underscore, and then I put archive. Real short and sweet. That's all you need, because it's going to be what you're going to put into it, not the actual name you're going to give it. All right, so try to keep it as simple as possible. And then once that's done, you're ready to erase. And you click on this, it'll give you a threatening message, and it wants you to cancel, but you don't want to do that. You want to actually continue and erase. And there it goes. It's going through its function, erasing the disk. It unmounted it from the desktop. It'll mount it back over as soon as it gets done with its formatting, and we'll come back to it in just a few seconds. Okay, there it is. Now it gives you this other strange name down here. Don't worry about that. That's something else. So, but you can see here that we've copied everything. I mean, we've changed everything to JH archive. If I close this out, you can see, as well as this, you can see now you have a hard drive that's been renamed. If you click on it, you'll notice that it's all blank. It's totally blank. This, of course, is the root of your volume, or the root of your hard drive. This is where you'll be putting all your folders from now on. Okay? So, that's how you make it real simple and sweet. And again, this is just for Macintosh users. This is not for the PC users. For those of you who have PCs at home and wish to work with the Macintoshes at home, at school, I have a separate video for you. Okay? If you have any other questions, ask your instructor.